What's up? I keep sneezing, trying to make this video. The pollen is fucking crazy today. The wind, it's nice out, but so dry and pollen. I came home last night, it was like a haze out there with all the pollen just going through the wind. My dog's looking for him. He's probably back at the pen now. Lindsey Graham running for office again, right? He's been in office for a long fucking time. He's a little slime bag politician, and we're supposed to vote for him because he has an R in front of his name. Now let's see what he supports. He supports Israel, meaning he takes money from AIPAC and anyone that he can. Any time of the week that you want to hand him money, he will agree with what you're saying. He supports gun control. He thinks that ex-criminals and felons should not have guns. He believes in red flag laws. He has not done shit for South Carolina to help us with taxation and to get down taxation. And he supports the blue line way too much. I mean, he probably, licks the boots every night before he goes to bed. And then also prays to Israel. That's the shit that he does. And there's probably a few more things that I'm missing. The point of it being said is he made a political campaign video yesterday, a couple of days ago, that I seen, and I said, I bet that's Lindsey. So there's a guy running on the Republican ticket, trying to get, over Lindsey Graham, trying to beat him in the primary, so eventually he hopefully wins. He is on the Republican ticket, but he's more of a constitutionalist. I would say he falls in line with a lot of the stuff that anyone with a brain cell should agree with, like what you do in your home life is your business. What you do with your money is your business. And one big thing that he has stated through his process of talking is, if you are a felon and you've done your prison time, you've done your punishment, you are able to buy whatever you want to buy. There should be no restrictions for you. There should be no restrictions for anyone. The gun control is stupid. So he wants to take gun control off. Now, I don't know how much gun control he wants to take off, but I do know if you are out of prison, you're free to work wherever you want to work. You can buy whatever you want to buy. So he wants to get rid of that. And Lindsey Graham made a video saying, oh my God, he wants felons and ex-cons and evil people and bad people and criminals to own firearms. Lindsey, you're proving the point that I'm trying to make, and people that have common sense like me are trying to make. Government does not dictate what someone can and cannot do. Okay? You're trying to say, well, that person robbed a grocery store 10 years ago when he was 19 years old. He's 31 now, for sake of argument. The math doesn't math. But let's say he was 19, jail time, did 10 years in prison, now he's 31. He can't own shotguns and rifles to deer hunt? Oh, well, he can't own a pistol. He can't own any type of gun that he wants. Has he done anything since he got out of prison? No, well, no. Exactly. He did his punishment. Whatever time in prison he did, he's free. If you don't like the punishment, then fix the fucking punishment to begin with. And my thing, people will bring up child rapists and, kidnappers and murderers. Well, don't put them on death row for 30 fucking years. Put a bullet in their fucking head and within a month of conviction. Due process, conviction, death sentence. Simple. Don't wait 30 fucking years. We have someone, I think in this state, I'm pretty sure, there's a lady that got convicted in 95, 96, and she's in death row right now. And my wife is telling me about it. I want to say it's this state, or the bottom of South Carolina or Georgia. But you're proving the point. You don't understand the Constitution. You're thinking that, well, we need a little bit of control because these people are bad. Well, let's prove a point really quick. What person follows the law? Really and truly, one of all. Two, what criminal that's not supposed to have a firearm follows the law if they really want the gun? Because I can tell you right now, you can look at the stats around South Carolina. All these young black kids that are already done jail time and prison time that are not supposed to be around firearms, they get caught with guns all the fucking time because they do the gangbanger ghetto shit and they act their stereotype. And we're not supposed to say anything. We're not supposed to say the words that we want to say because that would be racist. But you act a certain way, you are a certain way. Why is that a bad thing? Another thing is, well, Mexico has strong-ass gun control, right? You can't buy a gun in Mexico. You can't legally own a gun in Mexico. But there was a mass shooting in Mexico, an attempted mass shooting in Mexico at one of those fancy tourist pyramid things. I forget the name of it. I should know the name of it because I like history. But he climbed up the thing and started shooting randomly and killed a Canadian woman and wounded like 14 other people. And they have gun control there. You had a group of young teenagers get in a fight and one person just shot the kid right in the head. And no one's speaking out about it. You had a domestic violence mass shooting happen and no one's speaking out about it. You know why? Because all black people. All black. Most of them shouldn't legally be around firearms to begin with. We don't talk about that. But we're supposed to support politicians that say, you know what, this piece of paper, this gun control is supposed to work. Well, it doesn't work. But you have to read the fine print. We have, for example, open carry in this state. We have open carry, so we can open carry, conceal carry. We can, have 7 guns and have a gun for each day. We can do technically what we want in that aspect, but you have to read the bill to understand that there's the parade coming, right? The chief of police or the sheriff of the county can temporarily ban your right to open carry for 3 days. So how is it a right if someone can temporarily ban it? That makes no sense. Maybe I'm missing something, but if I have the right to own and do what I want to do, as long as I'm not physically hurting you at all, why can't I go to the parade and walk around and get a nice elephant ear or a snow cone with my kids and open carry my Glock or my Springfield or AR-15? I can't do that if the sheriff or the chief says it's going to be banned for these many days. They have a problem with it. There was a video of some people in a bike club, and it was like a custom bike club, some black people, and they was apparently concealed carrying, but they was, bending over and looking at the motorcycles and bending over, and the cops came out of no fucking where and pulled their guns out and took their guns off and put them all over against the car like they was fucking criminals. Why? What was they doing wrong? They was in a parking lot, looked like a restaurant parking lot, looking at these cool motorcycles, not harming anyone. They had concealed license, permission from the government. They was perfectly fine to have the guns on them, but because someone seen them bend down and see a gun or seen it print, the cops came and the cops pulled the guns out on these people, saying you're not, whoa, you're not. We allow government to do so much when we shouldn't. Let me ask you something. If someone pulled a gun on you and you was with your kids in a grocery store and someone just randomly pulled a gun out on you, you would fight hopefully to the death to protect you and your family. But if someone does it and they have a badge on their chest, we're not supposed to do anything. That's the problem with fucking society right there. We say those people those people are kings, and those people with the badges on their chest and a certain job, a politician, we can't harm them. We can't defend ourselves against them. I'm telling you right now, pull a gun on me that you have no good reason doing. Do that shit on me. See what the fuck happens. Have a